See, my life has been in motion. I'm a little windy. I'm not giving up yet. If you with me, time to place up your bet. Ain't no turning back, got niggas who ran. When we caught his ass, got caught in that jam. Yeah, you know who I am. Yeah, you know who I am. I can feel it coming. I can feel it coming. It's that feeling in your stomach, you can feel it coming. It's that feeling in your stomach, you can feel it coming. Yeah, you can feel it coming. Fake love, that snake you in your face, love. That snake you in your face, love. I told my brothers we gon' make it, that's how God wrote it. And the snake gon' show his face, cause that's how God wrote it. Too much fake love, that snake you in your face, love. Your face, love. That snake you in your face, love. I told my brothers we gon' make it, that's how God wrote it. And the snake gon' show his face, cause that's how God wrote it. Too much fake love, that snake you in your face, love. Your face, love. That snake you in your face, love. I told my brothers we gon' make it, that's how God wrote it. And the snake gon' show his face, cause that's how God wrote it.
Yeah. Hey man, all I'm saying is, nigga, you always got something to say. It's like you don't shut up. On the track.
A lot of niggas died 1865. Single Michael fled high, I ain't gon' let it ride.
Make sure y'all share the live stream. Peace and blessings. Your brother Aboriginal Power, man. Grand Rising, man. Y'all know this the Wake and Bake Show. You know what y'all doing out there. How y'all feeling?
Had you swearing you was African, that's that white man home. Had you proud to be a savage, that's that white man's zone. And I ain't talking shit, this by definition. And being savage was our nature, y'all be non-existent. We done took your ass out when we was in them kitchens. Instead of showing you how to live and how to maintain business. White supremacy fake. Only way that shit real is if you do what they say. We the gods of the gate. So when they say they fear God, now you know what they made.
Yo, man, we got 17 people in here. Can we get the family in the chat that's in here viewing it to drop the fire emojis right now? Drop those fire emojis. We're going to continue with this fire live stream. Let's get it.
Niggas died 1865. Yeah. Hey man, all I'm saying is, nigga, you always got something to say. It's like you don't shut up. On the track.
A lot of niggas died 1865. Single Michael fled high, I ain't gon' let it ride. Everybody hot and black was never on your side. They do maps to tell your apps where you sleep at night. They put that white man on. Got you begging them for answers like that white man know. Had you swearing you was African, that's that white man home. Had you proud to be a savage, that's that white man's zone. And I ain't talking shit, this by definition. And being savage was our nature, y'all be non-existent. We done took your ass out when we was in them kitchens.
Make sure y'all share the live stream, all your social media outlets. Share it on all your social media outlets.
Do what they say.
Oh, must be feeling good where y'all at. Y'all outside. Shout out to the American Aborigines in the chat, man. Hey, just to let y'all know if y'all hear me loud and clear, drop those fire emojis at the show. Drop those fire emojis.
Yeah. Rhyme so dope, my eyes low. When you move like God, the time slow. I came back for the blacks and John Doe's. Crack open them land patents, let go of them townhomes. What's a native to a native? He $5 dough if he not melanated. Pale faces got you waiting on a savior. Sending prayers up, he texting back on vacation. Yeah. God's children, give all your praise to Jesus, but how God feeling? He say put no one before him in divine image. It's you with God or Christians. I got a vision, but niggas ain't gotta listen, so they don't. We came from the soil, wasn't fucking with no boats. Bible took our spirit, English plotted on our homes. Tribal families turned on us, don't act like y'all don't know. But fuck them and they grudges. We was something turned to nothing. And now we nothing's turned to somethings. Reincarnation of ancients, fresh up out the oven. This the message to the black man. 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 Shooters on my roof, lawyers in the coop. We can never die, bitch, we bulletproof. This the message to the black man. This the
message to the black
man. You
man.
wasn't slaves, you was prisoners of war. You stop wasting your time, these other bitches ain't important. You ain't meditating, you ain't mating with the sauce. Like what the fuck's a noodle if you ain't painted with the sauce? I find it hard to trust the pastor who rather side with the master who preaching we should submit while getting murdered and captured. About how we should wait on God is never our vernacular.
Suave on the track.
Whatever it takes. The Helly way.
Coco, this your season right now.
They won't see me. They won't let me care. I gotta sleep with one eye open. Church been making me nervous. I take a piss, my hand on the strap. I know the odds wanna murder. I got a feeling, keep my stomach paranoid. Yeah. I won't let them care. They won't see me care. I gotta sleep with one eye open. Church been making me nervous. I take a piss, my hand on the strap. I know the odds wanna murder. I got a feeling, keep my stomach paranoid. Yeah. I can't let them care. They won't see me care. I put attention, all of my blood, all of my veins. They started with perky, now that hair by numb is veins. You started with serving, now them drugs drove you insane. Started with dealing, I grew up with killers, they taught me the game. I got some niggas that die behind, and that shit won't never the same. I know some niggas that lie behind, and that bullet had his name. Ain't no reason to cry about, cause that shit won't never change. MTF the 4th and P, my niggas can't get out the game. I gotta sleep with one eye open, making me nervous. I take a piss, my hand on the strap. I know the odds wanna murder. I got a feeling in my stomach, paranoid. I won't let them care. They gon' see me care. I gotta sleep with one eye open, church been making me nervous. I take a piss, my hand on the strap. I know the odds wanna murder. I got a feeling, keep my stomach, paranoid. I can't let them care. They gon' see me care.
Lost, see, I glossed too, we shit ain't been the same.
Suave on the track.
Whatever it takes.
Can y'all hear me?
Helly way.
Can y'all hear me?
Coco, this your season right now.
They won't see me. They won't let me care. I gotta sleep with one eye open. Church been making me nervous. I take a piss, my hand on the strap. I know the odds wanna murder. I got a feeling, keep my stomach paranoid. I won't let them care. They won't see me care. I gotta sleep with one eye open. Church been making me nervous. I take a piss, my hand on the strap. I know the odds wanna murder. I got a feeling, keep my stomach paranoid. I can't let them care. They won't see me care. I put attention, all of my blood, all of my veins. They started with perky, now that hair by numb is veins. You started with serving, now them drugs drove you insane. Started with dealing, I grew up with killers, they taught me the game. I got some niggas that die behind, and that shit won't never the same. I know some niggas that lie behind, and that bullet had his name. Ain't no reason to cry about, cause that shit won't never change. MTF the 4th and P, my niggas can't get out the game. I gotta sleep with one eye open, church been making me nervous. I take a piss, my hand on the strap. I know the odds wanna murder. I got a feeling, keep my stomach paranoid. I won't let them care. They won't see me care. I gotta sleep with one eye open, church been making me nervous. I take a piss, my hand on the strap. I know the odds wanna murder. I got a feeling, keep my stomach paranoid. I can't let them care. They won't see me care.
Lost, see, I glossed too, we shit ain't been the same. Heard the ops talking to the feds, giving names. Who gon' feed my family if they take me out the game? Keep one in the head and one eye open, that ain't change. I'm quick to catch a body. When I shoot, he shoot, I know bro shooting right beside me. Them hollow tips go through the wall and then they hit his body.
Peace and blessings, man. How y'all feeling? Great rising out there, everybody. A lot of people been asking me, who is this artist? Where can I get this music? You can't get it nowhere. This is an Al Power exclusive. This is strictly for the intro, but you will be able to get it soon. They about to get ready to drop the video to that. Shout out to my brothers P&B Eli and Hellway, aka Gliz. So shout out to my brothers, some Delaware artists that's been putting down with the music. I really fuck with their music right now. So shout out to them, man. Them brothers got some talent over there. So yeah, we help promote their music. So shout out to them brothers. They strictly put this together for the intro and the outro. So yeah, man, how y'all feeling out there? Grand Rising, y'all. What's up with it? Shout out to my mans at the chat, man. Let me take the time out for everybody that took the time out to come rock with me this Grand Rising. I need y'all to hit that like button real quick before I start shouting out names. Hit that like button, thumb up the video, and share the live stream. Make sure you tag me at me on Instagram. I share it on my stories. All right. Shout out to Tony Forlow. You know what I mean? Appreciate you, dog. You see, you got your new ranch in the building. Shout out to Elizabeth Young. Shout out to Thomas Dotson, Jr. Shout out to Antone Williams, Smoke Signal, Copper Color Nation, Greedy Vegan, the OG in the building. Dawood Amaru, DJ in the building. Shout out to DJ in the building. Shout out to Thomas. Shout out to Eastside 1415. Mr. Aboriginal Smith, what's up, cuz? You know, I'm gonna get you that track on the exclusive end. You know, I'm gonna shoot it to you on the back end. I'm gonna shoot it to you. So make sure you hit me in the DMs, shoot me your number again. I'm gonna get you that number. I'm gonna get you that music, G. Shout out to my brother, Mr. Aboriginal Smith. Shout out to Lady Lynn, got us in the building. Shout out to who else we got in here? J Rock. We got J Rock in the building. Who else we got up in this thing? Killmonger, Lakeisha, Cut Flower, Sterling Matthews. Shout out to Sterling Matthews for tapping in. Shout out to Firm FRNT line. NO. I don't know. Shout out to you, brother, for tapping in. Truth over everything. Dot. Determination over trust. Shout out to my man Truth over everything in the building. Junior Meadows, Maurice Miller, Don Philly 215, and Matthew Simmons. Shout out to Matthew Simmons in the motherfucking building. Indigenous Moore. Shout out to Root Words in the motherfucking building, man. Root Words, why you ain't got no ranch? You'd K, Great Grand Rising. Craig Lloyd, Grand Rising. Make sure y'all hit that like button on your way in, man. I got a nice little shindig for you niggas, for the brothers and sisters this Grand Rising. Got a nice little bill for you guys this Grand Rising. So make sure you hit the like button, hit the live, and we're going to get straight into the audio that I have lined up for you guys. Let me know if you can hear it loud and clear.
I call it a white extremist movement because the white supremacists have always been active. But they're starting to get a little more overt.
Can y'all hear it loud and clear? Are we clear? I need y'all to drop them fire emojis. Let me know what the audio like as it's playing.
With their ideologies. Now, let me get some calls in here. Let me chop up game with the family. Now, Leopold, I'm not letting you in, man. I'm not your therapist, dude. Let me get you out of here. Yeah, Leopold, I don't want you coming in here trying to argue just for some damn attention. There's 976 numbers you can call if you want a man's attention, dude, and this is not the one. You're trying to save you some money off your credit card so you don't have to go back and forth with a damn man and pay. No, you're not about to have dude chats right now, man. So I got him out of here. So let me get a couple of folks in the room and let me see who we got. You already know you're going to get somebody in here. Hey, brother, why do you hate Africans? We're going to get an arbitrary, why do you hate me? I want some attention calls. So let's get those out the way because I don't want to hear that. Let's get this person in. Jeff, turn your microphone on, sir. All right, Jeff. All right, let's try somebody else. Let's try Nordos. Think that's your name. Nordos?
Yes, sir.
How are you, Nordos?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Now, where are you from, Nordos?
I'm from Los Angeles, California. Freedman, super black, blackity black, in the street, doing the work.
Yes, ma'am. I love it. What's on your mind?
To the title of the room, what do you think about all of these Nazis coming over from what country is it right now? Ukraine. And then a lot of those are males. And then you have the Afghanis that came here, the Syrians. None of them are our friends. And I find it odd. Why are so many men coming over? Are these military replacements? Like, what's going on?
That's a very good question. You know what it is? I think the women are coming too, but the women are on some mail order brides type of thing. I think they got the women, they done booed the women up with some of these white men out here. They done mail order bride the women. And the dudes, it's like, what are we going to do with the men? So I think the men, you get more coverage with them because now you got to put them somewhere. Like the women that got flued out already. Let's be clear. There's a whole bevy of tricks doing the Birdman hand rub right now, looking at a map of the Ukraine on some pick me, pick me. You understand? So, yeah, the women are fine. They're taken care of. It's the males. Like, what are we going to do with these white supremacist males? So they're going to paper them up. They'll talk about those males or those families. So they're about to paper them dudes up and let them loose over here. So the Richard Spencers and the Jared Taylors and those type of people are going to welcome those folks with open arms. I'm telling y'all now, you're going to have Ukrainians coming over here, and within a year, they're going to be somewhere on Fox News talking about why don't these niggas pull themselves up by their bootstraps. They're going to they're going to come right in and fall right in line with the American white supremacists. I'm telling y'all now. All right, let's see. Safargo. What's up, Safargo? Safargo, turn your microphone on.
That nigga named Safargo.
Safargo?
Safargo.
Hey, I'm here. I'm here.
There you go. There you go. All right, what's up, man? Where you from, Safargo?
I'm here.
Where you from?
Montreal. Just eating, bro.
There you go. All right, what's on your mind, man?
Not much, man. Just want to say that you're talented and you're good. You're good at what you do, man.
Oh, right. Well, bro.
Yeah. I like the stuff that you and Dr. Umar do. Like, African Americans like you to talk some sense. But once you started going to that phase where you started disrespecting Africans in the last couple of years, I don't understand. Like, I understand that some Africans really have a lot of hatred for Black people, especially when it comes to like Somalis. Like, I don't know why they like to attack Black people on their social media.
And your people too. A lot of your people.
What's their names?
There's a segment in your community.
What's their names?
Who has extreme anti-Black racism.
What's their names then?
They're called Sambos. That's what we call them.
I've never seen them personally. Every time I see these kind of spaces in Clubhouse or on here.
Y'all never see them in your community. You never see them in your community, but you always in our spaces telling us how anti-African we are, but you never
I'm just trying to tell you, man.
Okay, slow down. Okay, and you do kind of sound Somali, but you never see the people in your community with all of their anti-FBA hatred.
I'm actually
kind of miss that.
I'm not Somali. I'm a Pai.
Okay. Either way, you never see it in your community. Why is that?
I mean, like, what do you mean? I never see it in my community. Like, in my community, of course, like, growing up, I grew up around Black people, Mexicans, all that. But
so it's selective outrage. So stop it with the selective outrage. How long have you been over here, man? Turn your microphone on, dude.
96.
90 since 96. Okay.
No, 96 till now.
From 96. You've been over here since 96.
Yeah.
All right. There you go. Now, what are you doing to help back at home? What are you doing to kind of build the economy back up and get everything popping back in your homeland?
Right. I've been investing in my region in Ethiopia called the Amhara region. I've been investing in agricultural equipment, like buying mechanized farming tools and things like that.
Right.
That's what I'm starting up with right now.
Okay. Now, what I don't like you getting in our spaces with false information, saying that we're disrespecting Africans. You coming in our spaces trying to reprimand, and you're not at liberty to do that. That's very disrespectful.
And that's what they all do. They come over here and they reprimand and they project as if Black Americans have hate and disdain towards these continental Africans, when we don't even think about y'all. We're too busy telling our brothers and sisters and that we're not African because they're running around pushing this whole African thing while you guys are calling them Black Americans. Y'all don't even acknowledge the Pans that's from America as African because we're not African. And this is one of the most complacent parts that we got to deal with when in this information. You see what I'm saying? This brother is an Ethiopian. You see what I'm saying? This brother probably, well, ain't no probably, but let's get to a few things in a second.
Of you. You should be reprimanding the people within your community who has any type of vitriolic disrespect for Foundation of Black Americans after we've helped you so.
So what did you help us with?
Hey, and what's crazy about this whole scenario is this is an Ethiopian guy who's calling from Texas. His name is Giannis or some shit like that, Johannes, right? And I know somebody that knows him personally. You see what I'm saying? They was trying to get their situation gone, their home loan going on with the SBA, and he was one of the guys that's on the other line helping with SBA. So what I'm saying is it's the Ethiopians that come over here and get government jobs. They have disdain towards Black Americans, and they can literally undermine you and underhand you where you can either progress and get the loan. My man could have got the loan or not. The Ethiopian, all he had to do is say, well, I feel like it's fraud, blah, blah, blah. And then my man wanted to get the SBA loan. This is the type of guy that works for these companies. This guy, Giannis, it works for SBA. He lives in Texas. You can look this guy up, I guarantee you. I was listening to this the other day with the homie. He was like, man, that voice sounds familiar as hell. And he was like, I know that, brother. He said, that's Giannis. And when dude said his name, he was like, yeah, that's him. He was like, that's the loan officer for the SBA shit. I was talking to him for months trying to get my goddamn loan. So I'm like, damn. So this motherfucker is an Ethiopian who's on here talking shit about Black Americans. This guy could have literally prevented my man from getting that. So that shows you how they're in position to underline you. You see what I'm saying? But he had to go over, somebody hired him to get the situation done. But he was preventing it. So we had to go over him. We had to go somebody above him because he was preventing the loan from the homeboy. You see what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. We got to really realize what the fuck is going on. A lot of these people get in position and they're able in position to undermine you and show their hate. This is what racism affects you when they're in a position to stop your economic income. So, and now he's sitting here arguing with Tariq. He would have argued with me. He probably would have argued with the homeboy if the homeboy knew that he leaned how we lean towards these foreigners.
We help you live. We help you come over here and thrive. We help you with everything. Everything that you have over here is 100% because of Foundation of Black Americans. Everything, without any exception. That's what we help you with.
I don't understand what you did to me.
Everything.
Because we came here because of the American government, not because of a certain issue.
Yes, you did. You came over here because of my tax dollars and the country that my family built.
Well, why do you got to pin on you though? There's a lot of other people in America besides
my family built this country.
White people pay taxes, Mexicans pay taxes, Asians pay taxes. Not only,
but they wouldn't. But it was.
Who the fuck do we think built America? Who the fuck do you think set up and fought for certain laws to be affected so people of minority or deprived still got grants that's coming in? How you think you able to get Civil Rights Act? How you think you able to get certain funded home grants? This is off the backs and works of FBAs and Aboriginal Americans. See, these motherfucker foreigners act like they come over here and they tell us to pull shit up, pull ourselves up by our bootstraps when they come over here and get grants and benefits. They not even pulling themselves up from no motherfucking bootstraps. They fled their homeland and using our benefits.
My family who built it.
They use our benefits and claim to be us. Oh, I'm black in America, when it's beneficiary to them. But when they back home and they sitting with their funky feet at the dinner table, they're talking about how they're not Black Americans and how Black Americans are lazy. You're Akata, you're Jumbero, whatever the fuck they be calling you out there, Ethiopia. Okay?
This country, sir. And we help you.
How do you build this country? That makes no sense.
It makes perfect sense. Stop it. And your prime minister has the nerve to say negative things about foundation.
He's not my prime minister. I don't give a fuck about him.
Okay, that's your homeland people, dude. That's
He's
your
not
homeland.
from my ethnic group. He's not from my ethnic group.
Oh, okay. So now you're doing the ethnic group
Yeah.
thing. So that's one of the problems back in your homeland. Y'all got all those different ethnic groups that y'all bicker with each other, and then y'all bring that over here. Don't you see how that's a problem?
We bring that. It's already over here. You already got Crips and Bloods and all that. It's already here.
If you don't stop, you sound like a white supremacist. With Crips and Bloods ain't even a thing like that no more. You don't even update your stereotypes, sir.
Hey, it's
Crips
funny. It's funny. My man said he sounded like a Mexican. It's because he's been here since '96, and him being in Texas, he clicked up with the other foreigners that's in the area, which happen to be Mexicans. So he's done picked up on some of their dialogue and connotations. See, this is what foreigners do. They group up with other foreigners in the area. They have a threshold. They got a common goal, which is to undermine us. Okay.
Ain't got nothing on the conflict that you guys got going on over there, where y'all killing off whole villages of people. If you don't stop,
well, hold on. Do you not recognize the American government literally wiped out all of Native Americans?
Did you sit up here and try to compare Crips and Bloods?
How they wipe out all the Native Americans when you still have active tribes today? How do they get rid of all the indigenous people? You have a platform based off of the indigenous people still being around. This guy is just spreading lies at this point. You see what I'm saying?
If you don't stop watching movies from the 80s.
Well, all I'm saying is that, like, the way the Black people complain, like, you don't hear the Native Americans complaining as much as you guys do. So it's like,
don't worry about us complaining. We don't flee like you, sir. As long as we don't flee. You see that? We don't complain to the point where we flee.
I do not flee. What are you talking about? The Underground Railroad?
What's you? Underground Railroad don't go in the ocean, buddy. You fled. You a runner. You a track star. You got the hell on away from your homeland, and you ain't been back since.
We took a flight, bro.
This nigga said, "You's a runner. You's a track star." He done ran away when it got hard. God damn, that nigga funny as hell.
Y'all ain't never took
yes, you did.
You never left.
You took a flight. You took a flight. You took a flight and flew your ass away and took the flies.
You ain't never left California, bro. We take flights.
Stop.
You ain't never left California.
Stop it, sir. Stop it. I've been all over the world, even your homeland, sir.
You ain't never been there. What part of Ethiopia you been to?
Where the flies are in your place, over there in your village. I've been to your village.
Name one city in Ethiopia.
Flyland. That's the name. I went to Flyland, and I went to the Starbucks at Flyland. And
ain't no Starbucks in Ethiopia, right?
Yes, it is.
And you see the hate that this brother got. Now, mind you, he's a loan officer for the SBA, federal government. He can literally spend the rest of his days showing his hatred and disdain towards Black Americans, preventing them from getting home loans, just because he don't like them. Do you see that? And this is probably what goes on 9 times out of 10. You don't think he's able to tell who's a Black American, who's not, by paper, or once you get on the phone and hear your voice? You don't think that people can, come on now. We got to get out of that. Our people's running around like lost.
Yes, it is. And y'all serve cat. Y'all serve cat. Y'all high on cat out there, nigga. You dig? That's what I've been to your homeland. But look, y'all don't show no disrespect for foundational Black Americans. You better give thanks. You guys don't even
respect each other. You beef with Dr. Umar and shit.
Man, stop it. Stop trying to instigate beefs. We're bigger than that. We're not you. We don't sit up here and just off each other in large numbers. We don't.
Are you serious, bro?
No, I'm very serious. There's no comparative violence that we have over here that you guys.
You add up the number of casualties from all these gang violence, it's like a genocide.
And many of those gangs,
like ethnic cleansing.
Please, that comes from immigrant groups like.
Just like the other gang. Most of them are fucking gang members are immigrants. That's causing a drama. in the community. They're immigrants acting like Black Americans. That's why we can no longer allow these tethers to come and cloak as us. They cannot get and act and benefit or nothing with us. They are not with us. They got to hold their own us. We are holding them accountable for everything now. It was a brother came on my channel not too long ago. And he was like, "Yeah, what's up? I'm from such and such, East Side 15, whatever the little street." I'm thinking like, okay, this is a little Black American. Then I heard his voice. I'm like, "Where you from?" He's like, "Oh, blah blah blah." I'm like, "Nah, where your people's from?" Come to find out, the nigga was an Ethiopian or Somalian too. That's what I'm telling you. These people are dangerous people when it comes to a lot of shit being thrown back on us. They're dangerous. They can go out and commit crimes as Black Americans, and then all the blame get put on Black Americans, while they get to indulge and endeavor into their Ethiopian or Somalian or East or West African heritage, while we're stuck with the bullshit that y'all just did. Now we got the blame pointed at us. Oh, we're criminals. We're running over women and beating them with bats. This is something that we don't do. Black man runs in the house and rapes 5 white women and kills. That's a foreigner acting like a Black man. Don't do that. Don't do that. And that's what they do. They project a lot of that onto us.
Yourself, sir.
That's no African in gangs.
Please. Yes, it is, sir. There's Ethiopian and East African gangs over here. So.
Shit, they got whole gangs in East African teaming in with the Afghanistanians and the Saudi Arabians and the niggas from Dubai selling Africans right now. Listen, this is not fake. This is real shit. They're still enslaving Africans still to this day in the continent of Africa, in East Africa. Right now, still to this day. You can go buy an African slave, nigga, like right now.
Oh, shit, yes, you do. Well, what money do you make, sir?
I'm not in the game.
It's called the Postmate. Yeah, sir, you were in the Postmate Pyrus.
The Postmate Pyru. Holy shit.
Yes, indeed. Yes, you. Yes, you are. No. You are in the Postmate Pyrus where you be delivering drugs.
Bro, you see how I'm respectful though? Like, get a Somali in here. Let's see how they talk to you, bro. Get a Somali real quick.
Who cares? It don't matter.
You can't compare. That's what I'm saying. That's my whole point right here. Stop trying to say Ethiopians and Somalis are the same shit because they got a whole other thing going on where they troll.
Well, look, none of you guys are representatives of that culture there. None of you are the representatives of the culture. You're subset people of the culture there. You know what I'm saying? You're the Sambo class of your culture, because there's good Somalians, there's great Ethiopian people, and I'm very clear of them, all up and down East Africa, but you represent the Sambo sector, and that's the problem.
Sambo is.
That's what you are, sir. That's what you are. But anywho, all right, but thank you for the call. Let me get some more people in here, sir. So you have a good day.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Right, let me see who else we have in here. All right. Let's get some more people in here. Let's get my man got Sheikh Anta Dia in his picture, so that should be interesting. Let me see what this guy has to say. Shout out to Woke Video. I see you in here, Woke. All right. Let's get African somebody.
That's right. You got it, Tariq. African on code.
There you go. What's going on?
I'm doing great, brother. I just want to start off by saying that I love everything you've been doing, your work, and how you give.
That nigga said his name African on code. No, sir. You can't be on code with us if you're a motherfucker.
The room. All of a sudden, it's electric slide time. It gets into silly nonsense. They were out there on the Edmund Pettus Bridge. They've been milking Edmund Pettus Bridge for the longest. They're trying to get some kind of symbolic juice out of that turnip that they keep squeezing, and there's nothing else left in it. So while they're giving tangibles to Asian groups, they're giving tangibles to Hispanic groups, they're giving tangibles to Afghanistan groups, and now they're going to give tangibles to these Ukrainian refugees, tangibles to Latino groups. They come and give us symbolism, symbolic marches on a damn bridge. I'm cool. And then Kamala Harris had the nerve to talk about, well, the civil rights movement is just like the Ukrainian situation. So that's them doing this clumsy tie-in where they want to get black folks to co-sign these damn neo-Nazi ass Ukrainians, which they see we ain't really trying to touch that. So they made this clumsy correlation between the civil rights movement and a bunch of a country full of damn Nazis. Nah, it ain't got nothing to do with that. It ain't got nothing to do with the civil rights movement. Nothing. Damn that. Real heavy stuff. See, stuff like that we got to check. This is why the Kamamis and these non-FBA people that they put out there, these folks cannot be our representatives. We cannot allow them to speak for us. They do not speak for us. They do not represent us. They do not respect foundational Black American culture at all. And we have to let folks know these folks are no longer going to be allowed to speak or represent foundational Black Americans. It's just that simple. I don't give a damn about people whining about how divisive it is. You damn right it's divisive. I'm dividing myself away from the Sambos and the Mammies and the Tethers and the people who want to undermine us. You damn right I'm divisive against that. We should have been dividing against that a long time ago. That's been our problem. We've been kumbayaing too much. The power comes when you cut the kumbaya off. Because other folks have been getting empowered and they ain't kumbaya.
Sure, and listen, and a lot of these other foreign blacks and tethers that come over here and benefit off of is going to be pissed off, and they getting pissed off right now because we cutting them off. Like Dennis Cooper. Oh, Dennis Cooper got his panties in a bunch. It has rubbed his ass raw. He is mad because he's not included with the FBA or the Aboriginal brothers and sisters. You see what I'm saying? See, he's a butthurt tether. You see what I'm saying? We got to watch out for them. These people are seriously mad and they're dangerous because they have kissed the zaddy's ass so much they then got into certain positions to speak and undermine you. Okay?
The only group who's expected to be kumbaya. Do y'all notice that? I talked about that on my broadcast the other night. Foundational Black Americans, we're the only group who are told we gotta be kumbaya. Asians are not told to be kumbaya because they don't have kumbaya for nothing except some money. Arabs are not kumbaya. Hispanics are not kumbaya. It's not all about everybody get together and hug and love and rub on each other when they come in the room. No, only when we come in the room, all of a sudden it's electric slide time. It gets into silly nonsense. Now we got to start thinking about power moves. And power means excluding people. I want Black folks to stop being afraid to exclude people out of your damn group when it comes to group tangibles. You're supposed to exclude people. Throwing everybody in the mix with you makes you weak. We're the only group who has the melting pot culture that everybody can come and dip off of. You can't dip off everybody else's culture. But we're told we have to let everybody dip off our culture to the point where they try to claim our achievements.
Bullshit. We ain't allowing it. Hey, shout out to the strong, stand-up, proud Aboriginal FBA brothers and sisters in the chat. Drop them fire emojis to let me know that y'all ain't having it. You know what I'm saying? We're not allowing these motherfucking foreigners to come over here to undermine us, to get into position after just because by them acting like a Black American. And we accept them. We're not accepting them. Hold your own nuts. Drop them fire emojis, man. Where y'all at in the chat, man?
It's real heavy stuff here. Let me get some more people in here. Let's get I don't know what your name is, brother. Starts with an A. Aram. Turn your microphone, Aram. Aram.
Are you speaking to me?
Yes, I am.
Actually, my name is Mansa. I don't know if you can see it, but like my name is Mansa.
Okay, it's another person. Okay, I'm looking at somebody else. But go ahead, Mansa.
Okay, yeah. Nothing much, chilling and shit. But like, I just want to say, like, I've heard you talk about like the vitriol and hate that's being directed to Black Americans from like recently arrived immigrants. I mean, Black immigrants and stuff like that. But I have never heard you talk about the vitriol and hate that's being directed to people from the continent and like from the Caribbean. And I wonder why you've chosen to focus on like this hate you're talking about is coming from like a fringe group of Africans or people from the Caribbean instead of just focusing on like the larger group of Africans that are the larger population of Africans and people from the Caribbean that.
Okay, brother, you're gonna have to get your thoughts together because I don't know what the hell you're talking about. You're trying to make a point and you're just kind of babbling. So let's regroup. Okay, let's try this again. All right, let's try it again because you lost me. So you're making some kind of accusatory claim and you're not articulating it correctly. So let's try it one more time.
I'm not accusing you of anything. I'm just stating exactly what I actually see on here and hear from you.
Now you hear me. Now, what do you hear me do? Because you lost me. You hear me do what now?
I hear you talk about how much Africans and recently arrived Black immigrants hate on Black Americans and are like in the way of like your progress.
Stop. Now, what you're not going to do is bring your Black ass up here and lie.
Okay, could you just clarify then?
All right, don't start lying because now you're talking in bad faith. Now, are you Nigerian?
No,
I'm
not Nigerian.
Where are you from?
I'm from Mali, West Africa.
Okay, there you go. All right, don't bring that lying and scamming nonsense over here. Don't do that.
What do you mean by that?
Because a lot of y'all come from a culture over there where lying and scamming.
But you see what you're doing now is disrespectful. You're saying I come from a...
Because you're living the stereotype out right now. You're living out the stereotype right now by lying. You said, I'm talking about you getting in the way of our progress. I never said that. Okay, let's be very clear because I don't want no lies. Let's calm down. But don't be a stereotype. Don't be a stereotype.
No, I'm not. Look, I'm not pushing any stereotypes, bro. I'm trying to have a conversation with you and understand where you're coming from. I'll be able to contribute to the conversation. That's why I'm asking the question.
Right. But don't make a false statement. And I'm very clear about where I'm coming from. I don't talk in mysteries. I'm very clear about my stance. I talk about the Sambo class of immigrant groups, not all of them, because a lot of them are actually cool. We've had some cool ones call up, like the brother who called up a few seconds ago. But there's a Sambo sector there who sell everybody out. They sold out the people there in your homeland and all over Africa and all over the Caribbean. They done sold everybody out over there. And then they come over here with that same nonsense. And we have a problem with it. Is that clear?
Okay, so like that's clear, but what I would like you to do is I'm not going to tell you how to vocalize your message, but I'm just saying like what you do sometimes make it seem as if you're just like casting a wide net and then talking down the entire African population that lives in America. So that's why I think it's not.
That's called
healthy.
Hit dog hollering. The only people feel that way are hit dogs. There's something about you that's true in what I'm saying, and it's touching your spirit. Because
you don't know me, Tariq. What you're doing is you
slow it down, Ubuntu. Now, African and Caribbean immigrants who are riders, and when I say I don't like the Sambo class, they don't have a problem with that because they don't like the Sambo class either. But the fact that you got low-key offended and you think I'm talking to you, there's something in you that has that spirit of Samboism, sir. Would that be accurate?
The government.
No, that's totally inaccurate. Uh, like what I'm saying is, I don't think you. I'm not saying you're talking to me in particular, right?
So why
What I'm
would you
saying
get
is
offended?
that I'm not offended. Like this.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not. Like
You should have been thinking I'm talking to you.
no, I'm not
If you're
offended.
not
That's
a
why.
fan, but
No, I'm not offended. That's why we're able to have this conversation. If I were offended, I would have been talking in a different manner. But I'm not doing that. We're having a conversation. I'm saying I'm saying that what you're doing is like I've heard people in here, like not just you though, all the African Americans who have spaces on Twitter. They'll come on here and say stuff about Africans that they take from your space, and what they do is that they use that to disrespect African culture and the continent as a whole. And I think that's wrong. I think it's not moving the conversation forward. What it's doing is just stagnating the conversation and provoking Africans, which is wrong.
I haven't heard you say what the people in your community is doing wrong.
Oh no, but like okay, of course we could talk about that.
Y'all
I'm not
always,
saying
y'all
no,
always ignore that. You guys
no.
always
I'm not
ignore.
ignoring that. I do
Yes,
know. No, I'm not. I do know of that. You know what I'm saying? And we do talk about that in our spaces, in our community.
Brother, y'all have for the longest, you guys have been sitting up on Clubhouse and all of these other apps, just going in on foundational Black Americans on a regular basis. Y'all, this is part of your culture. Hating on us, that's a part of the culture. You have a sector that sits up here talking about how we ain't this, we ain't that, we're this, we that, and we normally just ignore you. But in the last month, we kind of been checking folks, and now people want to cry bloody murder. Y'all should have been checked a long time ago for that disrespectful nonsense.
Like, look, Tariq, like here's the issue, right? Because we could actually like have like a mature conversation about the problems within like our communities, right? Like I'm sure there's problems
You
in your
can't
community
have a
too.
conversation with us about a damn thing.
What do you mean by that? Because
who
if you like,
who
no,
are you to have a conversation with us about anything?
what do you mean? Who are you? Like, what you
Who are
doing?
you? That's what I mean. Who are you
Well,
not at liberty?
well,
This is
well,
where you got.
well.
This is what got the game. No, nothing. Keep your mouth shut, brother. This is where the game is messed up. You're not at liberty to have a conversation to reprimand any foundational Black American. Do you understand that?
Facts. Listen here, you African.
Then, like, you know, that's where it gets charges, right? Because we could actually just have a conversation.
It ain't
What you're
child.
doing
I
is
don't have to have a
what I think you're doing is
I don't have to
I
have a
don't
conversation
have to have a
with
conversation
you,
with you.
African.
These are courtesy talks right now. You don't have bargaining chips, buddy. Do you understand that? You have zero bargaining chips to sit here and demand some type of sit down. You have nothing to negotiate, sir. Do y'all understand that?
so I want to ask you this question, right? So you
No.
think
Acknowledge what I just said. What do you have to negotiate where we have to sit down at the table with you, sir?
bro, like, okay, now allow me to talk. What you're doing is you're asking.
I asked you a question. I don't want a damn monologue. Answer the question. See, you don't have an answer, so you think y'all want to come in these spaces and just talk in circles and waste time because you know you have no bargaining chips to cover the foundational Black.
It's what you call a TWT, a time wasting troll or a time wasting tether. Facts.
Americans to reprimand us about anything.
No, bro, nobody's reprimanding you or anything like that.
Then what are you talking about? Sit down and have a conversation. We're not obliged or obligated to have a conversation with you, sir. You need to be thanking foundational Black Americans for helping you have a place to come and live right.
You see, this is where it gets disrespectful, right, Tariq? Because what you're doing is you're demonizing Africans. You're talking down Africans, and then
I ain't talking down on anybody. I asked you what bargaining chips you have, and you couldn't even answer, which proves my point. This is why you're babbling. But you have this cadence as if you are at liberty to talk at us, Foundation of Black Americans about anything, you are not at liberty to do that. What makes you think you are at liberty to do that? And you are a guest in the nation that we built, sir. We're already fighting white supremacists. Now we gotta fight you, and you ain't got no bargaining chips. What you talking about?
I do have a bargaining chip. I have citizenship. I can vote in elections in America. There are about 5 million Africans who can vote in elections in America. So that's a bargaining chip. If that's what you're talking about. No, it is a bargaining chip. Because like here's what I'm going to say.
No, it's not. That's not a bargaining chip.
It is a bargaining chip, bro.
So your numbers are too small for it to be a bargaining chip.
No, but bro, with the numbers we have, if we just add that to the numbers you already have, that's a block. That's a voting block.
But sir, your numbers are, we're a voting block without you. We're still a good voting block without you.
Yeah, but you are. But with the 5 million Africans that are here, your voting block will become stronger. It is
inconsequential.
It is. In elections like the last, in election like the one in 2016, 5 million votes makes a lot of difference.
Inconsequential. It's really inconsequential, dude. Foundation of Black Americans, we can move the crowd with our numbers and our voting block.
Bro, you live in a country of over 300 million people.
Yes, we
right?
do.
You're only 40 million people. 5 million more Africans joining your block will make it even more consequential.
But y'all don't join our block like that because
we do in larger numbers, bro. We always like, bro. That's not true, Tariq. You know,
dude, y'all don't join. Look,
no, you know, bro. Like
numbers?
Africans vote alongside Black Americans almost 90% of the time. So I don't know what you're talking about. Like, you know that,
dude. So many of you guys are up there running around with the
man. These Africans want to be white, man.
Candace Owenses and all of these people. So you guys are kind of scattered all over.
What Candace Owens, bro? Like Candace Owens doesn't even represent what Africans She doesn't. Like no, that's not true. She's not even popular in our community, bro. So like what you're saying is not true, Tariq.
And I can point out a couple of more folks from Africa who's like Candace Owens and people from the Caribbean who's like Candace Owens. Now let's not go there. There's a bunch of folks out there. But again, your voting numbers are inconsequential to us. That's not about
it's not inconsequential, bro. I can also point out Clarence Thomas.
It's not a bargaining chip for us as foundational. It's just not a bargaining chip. You joining in our voting block, that don't really help us because we're already a strong voting block. It don't help us. So again, you've proven my point. You have no bargaining chips.
No. What you're doing is
okay. You're talking and babbling right now. I don't want to hear no dude babbling. All right. Well, let me get some more people in here. All right. I do not want to hear no damn babbling. All right, look.
All they do is whine, man. Them motherfuckers be whining their ass off.
Get E23, and again, notice how these cats come in here trying to center themselves in the conversation here. All right, but yeah, like I said, this thing where people want to come in, you have no bargaining chips. You really don't bring any value to us collectively. Well, I'm just talking, keeping it real. Because when we ask you what the value you bring to us collectively, you can't even answer that. So I don't really want to hear anything you got to say as far as we need to sit down and have a conversation. We don't have to have a conversation with you. We don't need to have a conversation with you because you don't bring us anything tangible or valuable. Therefore, you can't take anything away from us.
That's a fact.
Does that make sense?
Hell yeah.
If you bring nothing of value, you can't take nothing of value away from us.
Makes perfect sense.
Those are just facts. So this is why this tug of war to sit down and have a conversation. Okay, even if we sat down and had the quote unquote conversation with you, what the hell do we get out of it? Even if we come to an agreement, we don't get anything. Do y'all understand that part of the game? Even if we come to an agreement in our hypothetical conversation, we don't get anything out of it. We don't get a damn thing out of it. If you're coming over here, we're not getting anything out of it. out of that. Now, if we went over there to Africa or the Caribbean and we were having a conversation and you said, hey, at the end of this conversation, we want to decide whether to give you some land allotments. Okay, that's a conversation that I would like to have because there are tangible benefits that might come out of it. And we can do some real business. But if you'd have fled and came over here, the hell you got to talk to me about? What do you have to talk to any foundational Black American about?
Facts.
So we got to get this thing straight and stop wasting time. Because a lot of people want to sit up and waste your damn time and they ain't got nothing to bring to the table. If you over here already eating off our resources, you eating already. So the name of the game is for you to waste our time. That's why whenever we talk about reparations, a lot of tethers hop in the room trying to waste our time and center themselves in the conversation and have everything all confused and all up in the air. And us going back and forth with them because they're trying to crowbar themselves into the reparations movement and undermine it. So we got to watch how people play these games out here. It's real heavy stuff. Now, let me just get this person in here. Russian Wakanda. That's an interesting name. All right, Russian. Hello, Russian. If you want to turn your microphone on. All right, Russian. All right.
You hear me?
Okay, I can hear you now. What's going on, Russian?
No, so this isn't Russian. This is Easy.
Yeah. Easy. Okay, Easy. Where you from, Easy?
So I'm in Canada right now, in Toronto.
Okay, now where are you from originally?
Okay, so I grew up in England, but my parents are Nigerian.
There you go. So what's on your mind, Easy?
So I'm on a path of enlightenment right now. Actually, in this past week, I've actually just past week, I've hopped onto your the Darky series, and it's just really opened my mind, and like nothing's been the same basically. And so yeah, I just hopped. I saw you having a space, so I just hopped on. And
there you
I don't know. I don't even know what you were talking about with that first guy, to be honest.
Okay. All right, Easy. Thank you so much, Easy. All right. All right, let's try some more people. And there's a lot of folks in here, as we see. All right, everybody raise your hand. If you want to get on, raise your hand. Let me see who's in here. If you want to get on, raise your hand. All right, let's try Andu. All right. Andu, let's get Andu in here. And raise your hand if you want to get in so I can get you in the queue. So Andu, we got you on here. All right. And then we'll get who is this person? Billy Winchester, we'll get him next after Andu. Andu, turn your microphone on, man. Where you at? All right.
This is Billy.
What's up, Billy?
How's it going? Billy from Queens.
All right, Billy. Have you called in before?
Nope. First time.
Oh.
Long time listener.
There you go. So, Billy, where are you from?
Queens.
All right.
My family from the Caribbean, first generation.
Okay, there. Got it. What part of the Caribbean?
Mom's from Haiti, dad's from Barbados.
There you go. So I say. All right, so what's on your mind, brother?
I just want to tell you that you're doing a great job. I've been listening to your show for a long time now. You and Professor Black Truth and Black Authority. You're doing a great job. And I really feel everything that you're saying, makes perfect sense. I live in that community and I hear what they say. Am I offended? No, Caribbeans are like that. But there's a good, strong number of them that do feel that way.
Yes, indeed.
And
all right. This brother's working on a forklift. So you get your money, brother. Get your money. I don't want you hopping on this phone and messing your money up. And you backed up.
Is there any Africans or foreign tethers in the chat that like to come on and speak your speech? You understand me? Is there any Africans or foreign tethers black teathers in the chat that want to come speak your speech. I will drop the link for you guys.
Forklift up and it crashes into the canned goods over there at the Amazon warehouse, brother. Shout out to you. My dude is doing the late shift at the Amazon warehouse. I want him to do his work because I don't want my package to be late. All right, he out here bullshitting. All right, let's get some more folks in here. Let's get I just added some people. I don't know what happened to them. All right, raise your hand, people. Come on. Raise your hand. All right. Let's get Quintez. Let's get Quintez in here.
Quintez, that nigga sound like he from the hood. Hey, shout out to the 460 people that we got in the chat. This your brother Aboriginal Power, peace and blessings. I need everybody to thumb up the video right now. I need y'all to stop what y'all doing, run down to the bottom of the screen below the live and hit the like button. You feel what I'm saying? If you ain't subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. You feel me? You're gonna want to hit that notification bell so you get the alerts to all the live streams and all that good shit. So peace and blessings to everybody in the live stream. Last thing I'm gonna ask y'all to do is to drop a fire emoji in the chat to let me know that y'all can hear me loud and clear. We're gonna continue this live stream. I'm about to drop the link in the chat.
Hop on, Quintez. What's up, brother? Bro, whose phone is that? Whose phone is that running around? Hold on. Is that your phone, brother?
Probably. So I'm on this thing as Android.
My phone, my brother's phone is really struggling. Come on, man. Y'all got to get y'all phone game together. Y'all got to get it together, man. All right, let's get Lakes in here. Lake Show. We're gonna get Lake Show in here, and then after Lake Show, we'll get who else we get? All right. Well, let's get Lake Show in for right now. Lake Show. All right, Lake Show. Turn your microphone on, bro. Okay. Let me try some.
What's up, Tariq?
What's up, Lake Show?
What's going on, man? Checking in from Atlanta. FBA all day.
There you go. All day, man. How's everything going in Atlanta?
Man, everything good. Matter of fact, I'm on my lunch break. I'm at work right now.
Where you work at right now?
Well, HD Supply. A warehouse.
There you go. There you go. I know y'all got them late shift warehouse jobs out there right now. That's what's up. But let me get some other folks in. Thank you for the call, man. I do not want y'all to mess y'all money up. I want you on the phone. Go get y'all money, man. Go get your money at the warehouse. Go get that money. All right, let's get Mr. Straughter. We're gonna get Mr. Straughter in here. All right, Mr. Straughter, hop on, sir. So we can stop it.
What's going on, King? You hear me?
I can hear you. How you doing,
What's
sir?
going on, King? Tapping in from New Orleans. FBA, you all
there
day.
You go. Something you drive. Are you driving a truck?
Yeah,
sir?
I drive 18 wheelers.
I can tell. I can tell.
Ain't too bad. I'm breaking up.
No doubt. How's everything going out there,
it's
bro?
smooth, man. Night shift. You know what I'm saying? Everything.
Everybody calling in, they on work shift.
This is Lakes M. Let's get Lakes M in here. All right. Lakes M. All right.
Yeah, what's going on? What's going on?
What's going on, family? Where you from?
Cali. I'm out here in Cali, Southern Cali. OC to be exact.
Okay, shout out to Orange County. What's on your mind, bro?
Yeah, man. I see the title. Is there a global white extremist movement happening? And I just want to say it is interesting, isn't it? Because when we look back at,
this nigga don't know what the fuck he talking about.
This is from the Ukraine, actually. I think he committed a crime in Florida, and I think he went over there to the Ukraine, and he's over there now.
And the Christchurch shooter, the guy in New Zealand, he trained in Ukraine. He was in Ukraine. They don't know what happened. So he came to Ukraine, went over there, shot people. They're using him as a martyr. They had a guy in Orange County, actually, He went to Ukraine. He's like part of what a resistance over there. He went over there to start training, and he's over here. He runs like a white supremacist organization called RAN, Rise Up Movement. So they're just like, it's like a multinational thing where you can't really prosecute these people if they're just gonna, because he did back to Eastern Europe, so we couldn't even get a hold of him anymore. So that's all I wanted to say.
Yeah, real talk. Thank you for the call, man. Yeah, that's the thing, man. You got like open white supremacists now who's being protected by their government. And now we got the Biden administration and the government here trying to get us to co-sign these folks. This is why, man, we can't let them sit here and tell us that these neo-Nazis in the damn Ukraine got something in common with the civil rights movement. You can't sit up here and let these folks run a psyops like that on us, man. That's disrespectful as hell, and it's dangerous too. What's up, Andre? Turn your microphone on, Andre.
Hey, Tariq.
What's up, Andre?
What do you think about the anti-lynching bill today about to pass?
Oh Lord, nothing burger, nothing burger, nothing burger. It's a complete nothing burger. This is something that they're going to run out and say, "Hey, look, this is what we did for black people. We passed the anti-lynching bill." Now, what does that mean? What is that going to stop?
Maybe some of our soldiers get charged if they lynch us.
They don't get. That's not classified as lynching, though. That's the trick bag. Yeah, they got an anti-lynching law that's 150 years too late, because now they let the race soldiers do all the dirty work. They don't let the vigilante groups do it, unless it's a Kyle Rittenhouse or somebody like that who's deputized by the white supremacists. And they've let them come up with terms like self-defense and I fear for my life. So even the term lynching, as it applies to the law now, it's completely ineffective. So yeah, they'll pass a law because the terms are not effective anymore. They've come up with new words to describe how they wipe us out. You understand?
Yes, I understand now.
Yeah, it's real heavy, man. The lynching thing is such a nothing burger. Major nothing burger. And speaking of lynching, I posted up something earlier about and I talked about this on my broadcast last night about Robert Charles, the Robert Charles riot out there in New Orleans, where they were about to lynch this brother, and he took a bunch of white supremacists with him. That was very common. We're going to talk about that in my new movie that we're doing. I want y'all to understand, when it comes to lynching, one thing they don't talk about, some of those black folks that took some of the white supremacists with them. Some of them were like, okay, yeah, they got me. I'm about to get lynched. But guess what? Before I go, some of y'all coming with me. So Robert Charles took out like 30 white supremacists before they got him. There was another brother, I want to say, is it Joe Pullum from Mississippi? I think his name is Joe Pullum in Mississippi. This is another brother. They were about to lynch him. He took a bunch of white supremacists with him too. That was in 1923 in Mississippi. I think in Drew, Mississippi. Yeah, Joe Pullen. That's his name. Y'all look up Joe Pullen. Pullen. 1923. He took a bunch of white supremacists with him too. Like, if I go, you go. I'm already gonna die, so I might as well just go ahead and lay some of y'all on out too. They don't like to talk about that. Let me get some folks in here. But yeah, the whole lynching bill, that's a nothing burger, man. Complete nothing burger. All right. A lot of folks in here. There's somebody eating some damn watermelon. Who's this eating watermelon? Watermelon FBA. Okay, this is interesting. All right, Watermelon FBA, hop on. It sounds like a white supremacist or somebody. All right, Watermelon FBA, turn your microphone on. Bring your microphone on. And we get Marie. We get her.
From the Motor City.
Detroit, yes, ma'am.
I had to wake up to catch you.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. So what is on your mind? It's late out there.
Yes, but I had to catch you because I appreciate you. I'm 60. My family is from New Orleans, Louisiana. And well, my father is from Alabama. I did do a genealogy on my background, and it's amazing that we got so far and found out that a lot of my people were associated with a tribe in Louisiana. They're not recognized by the 5 tribes, that they have.
Talk that Aboriginal shit.
I tried to get my tribal card, and of course they said you got to do the genealogy. I did that, but they still wouldn't let us in. And I looked at all the faces that was in there, and that's what it is. What I wanted to say to you, sir, was I appreciate your momentum, but I retired a little early. I'm 60. I took a little change and kept it moving, but it's happening. It's like in your face. Do you remember well, I know everybody remember the movie Scarface when Al Pacino said something to the fact that you just want to point your effing finger and look, you need somebody to laugh at. That's what people are doing to us FBAs. They need somebody to laugh at, to look down upon. And they're just amazed at how we able to survive. But what I wanted to ask you, I apologize for interrupting a little bit. I worked in a court, and it's in every level. It's not that they're trying to just come up and whatever. The thing is, it's always been that way. We already know that from how they're treated in court. A lot of deals was made in back rooms. The 2 attorneys, the defendants and the and whatever, they go to the back room or in the judge's chambers, and deals is.
Lady, can you get to your point? I'm sorry. She dropping some heat. Shout out to the elder. Goddamn. We'll get back to her. We got OL in the building. OL, what's going on? Unmute yourself. OL. He got out of here.
So now we have, give me 1 second. Let me turn this down. TV in the background. Sorry about that. We have to start holding our so-called Black leaders accountable, because to me, they lead our people astray sometimes, and which adds to the confusion why we're not all on the same page at the same time. I don't know if it's okay to call out names.
Call out names, brother. We got OL in the building. What's up, OL? Unmute yourself. OL. O.L. You got something to say? Unmute yourself. Unmute yourself when you're ready.
And certain people and stuff like that, but everybody, every Black leader needs to be on the same page. That's why we.
Thank you so much, sir. All right. Okay, let's get let's see, Alia.
Alia,
how are you, Alia?
good. How are you?
I'm good. And where are you calling from now?
I'm in California, but I'm originally from Congo.
From the Congo. There you go. So what is on your mind? How long have you been here from the Congo, by the way?
About 10 years.
Oh, okay. Great. Yeah. Now, you're in California. Are you married to a white man?
I am not married.
Oh, okay. Are you dating a white man?
Yes.
Oh, there you go. How does your white man feel about foundational Black Americans?
I do not know.
Oh, you know. There's no way you don't know what that white man says in the bedroom about foundational Black America. Absolutely no way you don't know, ma'am.
Well, I don't think he thinks much about, he has his life to live, so he's not going to think about people he doesn't know.
Ma'am, he's in an interracial.
I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. When it comes to calling out these foreigners, Tariq is the GOAT. That nigga said, "Hey, are you married to a white man?" She said, "No." He said, "Are you dating a white man?" She said, "Yes." Damn. You know that these people from the Congo go straight for a white man as soon as they get to America. This is a fact. This nigga just proved it off the rip. God damn, he the coldest.
The relationship that man
with
has.
an African.
He what?
With an African.
Yes, with a black person though.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So he's race conscious about the political and the social dynamic of race.
Not really. I mean,
ma'am. Do y'all live in Orange County somewhere?
No, the Bay Area.
Oh, you're in the Bay Area. Okay, so you're up there.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, this man has a family. He has friends. He has colleagues. He's very cognizant of the social implications of race and foundational Black Americans and our place in this society. He has an opinion.
I guess what is the purpose of your question?
Because I want to know your mindset. That's going to let me know about you.
If you want to know my mindset, you should ask me, not ask about my partner's mindset.
Oh, that's the real deal. Go ahead, man. Go ahead. What's on your mind?
Yes. I mostly wanted to touch on African because I'm African.
Right.
So African countries have problems just like any other country.
Mm-hmm.
I hear people say that Africans are not fighting back home and are running away. But African countries were colonized and they took back their countries. They own their land. Their presidents and leaders are African, for better or for worse. FBAs claim to have built this country, but yet they let the white man run the country, while Africans have taken back their land from the colonizer.
No, you haven't.
Yes. No, immigrants are coming to the U.S. because you are letting white people run the country.
White people run the world, including your homeland, ma'am.
We own our land.
No, you don't.
We elect our presidents. Our presidents look like us.
Ma'am.
We have problems. We're not perfect. But we own the place where we live.
No, you
we
don't.
Run the place where we live.
Ma'am, you run from the place where you live, and that's why you're here now. Ma'am, turn your microphone on, Alia.
I was muted. I don't know.
Okay, ma'am, you run from the place. You're not running your homeland. That's why you're here, ma'am. If you were running with
I'm here because it's a free world and it is legal for me to be here. If you do not want me to be here,
and you were free to run. You were free to run from your homeland and flee, ma'am. You fled.
Fled like a motherfucker. And found her a white man. Probably a redneck trailer park white man, too. Disgusting.
People travel all over the world.
Traveling means you go somewhere and then go back home. You're not going back home, ma'am. You're over here and you're never going back because it's not popping in your homeland and you know it. Isn't that correct, ma'am?
I am here because I want to be and I can't.
Because it wasn't popping in your homeland.
If you don't like it, it's your country. Change the law.
Ma'am, white supremacists run your homeland and you came right over here and ran right into the arms of another white supremacist, ma'am. That's how much you run things. You came over here and found the first thing white. Ma'am.
Yes, I mean, I landed my point. FBAs have no real power in the U.S. So yeah, thanks.
Well, ma'am, and you have zero power in your homeland and you're not fighting anything. You fled and you surrendered and you're laying up with the suspected white supremacists because you've been psychologically defeated and we have not, ma'am. That's the reality.
You don't own the lands on in your country.
We don't. Nobody owns any black person.
The
no
presidents,
black.
you have not elected presidents that you like.
Ma'am, y'all don't run nothing in your homeland. That's why Asians can come over there and smack you around. You don't own.
Because our African leaders are letting them come in.
Oh, yes. Lord.
It's the choice. It's
and your leadership.
It's our problem. It's our.
Then why?
80% of Africa is owned by white people or Asians. and they only make up 20%. How does 20% of the population make up own 80% of the continent or control 80% of it? Come on now.
Why are you bragging about your black leadership if you just admitted your black leadership is puppeted and corrupt? Why are you bragging about black leadership, ma'am?
I started by saying African countries have problems like any other country. We're not perfect. I'm not bragging about anything.
Well, how are you pointing the finger talking about white people run us when they run your homeland and they run you?
Which president have you elected ever?
Ma'am.
What portion of the lands do you own in this country?
Ma'am, we live in a global system of white supremacy. The white supremacists own all the land.
We manage to own our land.
You don't own your land, ma'am.
We do.
No, you don't.
Yes, we do.
No, you don't.
Yes,
That's what white people can come in there and take over
my parents
overnight.
have title to the land, and I'm also going to
buy land. White people can come and take your land overnight.
No, they cannot.
Yes, they can. Which they do.
They can try. We'll fight that.
Stop it, ma'am.
Colonization is over.
Ma'am, they got all your
is over.
Stop it. You're sitting here talking Wakanda talk. The Congo is a hellhole right now. You're bragging about owning land with none of you don't own the resources in the land, ma'am, and that shows how much you own, ma'am.
We do own a lot more than you do.
Ma'am, then why are people walking around there starving and falling out and living in slums?
The same thing happens in the U.S. Every country has that issue.
Ma'am, there's no place over here.
Every country has people who
are
starving.
Ain't nobody walking around here starving and falling out, ma'am.
You have not seen homeless people then?
Ma'am, homeless people ain't even starving like that, ma'am. Not like in your homeland.
Okay, it's true.
Ma'am,
all the homeless people and the people who have died of hunger.
Homeless people aren't even starving like that, ma'am. And most of the homeless people in the U.S. are white people. And they ain't even starving like that. And most of them have mental illness, drug problems, or whatever. But ma'am, y'all have
no problems.
Ma'am, you have shanty towns. Ain't nothing popping in your homeland. That's why you left.
We have problems. And so what?
Ma'am, well, so what? You left. So you're welcome, ma'am. You over here eating off us, so you're welcome.
I'm clearly not here because of you. Otherwise,
yes, you are.
You would have wanted me out.
Yes, you are. You're here because of us, ma'am.
You would want to kick me out.
Well, I don't care about kicking you out because you're in contact.
That's what you're saying. You're saying immigrants should not come here. If you could, you would kick me out.
Ma'am, I don't want to.
I don't know how I'm supposed to thank you for that.
Well, ma'am, because we created a lane for you to come here. We built the country, ma'am.
If you created,
we did it.
Okay, then
we did
now
it.
that you don't want us, then kick us out. It's as simple as that. Change the law, kick us out.
Now, what we're doing now, we're kind of closing the doors for tethers like yourself. Because the riders, we want them to come. But the tethers who just want to come up here and get up under zaddy and disrespect, nah, y'all can stay. And we're going to vote our code. You understand?
Okay, I'll wait until you get real power and make that happen.
Oh, we got the real power to not let folks over. Ask those Haitians who tried to come over last time. Ask them about the power. And no disrespect to Haitians, but we didn't co-sign the Haitian immigrants coming over here just running across the border. Foundational Black Americans didn't co-sign that, and then they got sent back because we didn't get on board. When we get behind something, we kind of make it happen. So we got to get behind it, man. So you think you over here, you good to go, so we can't do nothing and we can't, man, we'll show you how we get that, ma'am. And you're inconsequential.
I'm waiting for that.
You're neutralized. You're not even a threat. You're not a threat. You're under zaddy. You're sitting there with that crooked wig. Nobody's
I'm just saying you have no real power.
We got enough power.
If you had power, I wouldn't be here.
Man, yeah, the fact that we have enough power, the fact that foundational Black Americans had enough power to get rights and resources for non-white people and Black people such as yourself, we're powerful enough. You understand? We're powerful enough so that you can come over here and eat, because you didn't have the power in your homeland to get it popping, and you got all the resources there, ma'am. And instead of using the resources and getting a vote in your homeland, you got on the first thing smoking, took that crooked wig and your cake soap and found you a zaddy the first time you got here, ma'am.
You're getting played by white people making you think that you have power, but you don't.
Ma'am, you getting
when
played.
you elect a president you actually like, maybe I would say you have power, but that has not been the case.
But we're more powerful
anyways,
than
I
you.
have made
We're more powerful than you because we're not fleeing. As long as we don't flee, we're more powerful than you, ma'am. Because you threw in the towel. You don't have any respect for your ancestral homeland. You got the hell on up out of there, ma'am. And you're over here trying to point.
The world is wide. The world is a playground.
And so are your shoes from running. You got wide shoes. You ran a hole in your shoes from running, ma'am. You fled from your homeland because you're ashamed of it. It's a failed state. You didn't have enough respect for your ancestors to build up the homeland, and you're over here trying to rewrite your history.
It's a free world. There are laws. And I can do whatever I want, whether you like it or not.
You're trying to.
I'm done. Thank you.
You're trying to sound like your zaddy. This is how these women who come over here, these bedwenches, they come over here and get with a zaddy, and they start talking like the damn zaddy. That's why I asked her. The first thing I asked her, are you married to a white man? Because when she said the Congo, boy, when they leave the Congo, they find the first thing white. There's so much self-hate. They run away from themselves. They find the first thing white. The minute they get on Western soil, where's Zaddy? Find me a Zaddy. I got to find Zaddy. I'm already knowing. I already knew what her get down would be. And see, this is what we're talking about. We're up here talking about Pan-Africanism, and this is what we got. This is the Pan-African Coalition. These crooked wig, cake soap tethers. Talking all of that free world, she do what she want. Y'all ain't saying that in the Ukraine. Yeah. See, a lot of folks, boy, they get over here. This is what I'm talking about. They get over here and feel like they can kind of disrespect foundational Black Americans. No, ma'am. No. They get over here and be like, yeah, I got my citizenship. Now I can let y'all know how I really feel about you. You see, a lot of them have this real vitriolic disrespect and contempt and jealousy for foundational Black Americans. And this is what we've been checking with these folks. All right. Let's get some more folks in here. Let's get the entrepreneur. And then we'll get Sipho. So we get the entrepreneur, then we get Sipho.
Hello, can you hear me?
I can hear you. How are you?
Okay, and yourself?
I'm good, man. Now, where are you from, sir?
I'm from New York, but I currently live in Sioux Falls, South Dakota.
Oh, God, you're out there in the Indian. A lot of Indians out there.
Yeah, a lot of them out here.
Now, where's your family from? Because I hear an East African accent. Where's your family from?
No, I'm from here, from the United States.
Well, you FBA?
Yes, I am.
Okay, sound like I hear an accent. But go ahead, man. What's on your mind?
Okay, well, I'm going to make this short. With the FBA situation, if you're going to move forward with this, you're going to have to create, you're going to have to move this to a next level. What I mean by that is that I'm going to go briefly with this. If you know the history when FBAs migrated up north to get away for economic reasons and the abuse they was receiving back in the 30s and 20s during the segregation period. Wait.
Gotta be clear. Many Black folks stayed in the South, and Black folks were just moving to go to better jobs. It was an economic thing for the most part, because there was the same kind of violence in the North. So.
Yeah, I know that. That's what I'm getting at.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
What I think, what we should do is migrate to the southeast. The reason why I say that, if we're going to move forward with this, we need a center of power and control where we are consolidated and we have economic and political control. Because with us scattered all over the country, it's going to be difficult to unite us in one course.
No.
Because I don't agree with it. We need to have a center place of location.
No. Where's the center of location for white people?
Well, they all over the United States. This is their country.
There you go.
But this is their country, though.
This is our country. What do you mean it's theirs? This is our stuff.
See, that's tether talk. See, I can tell a nigga that ain't really a black. He talking about this ain't our nigga. This our country. What is he talking about? Shout out to the FBA and the Aboriginal brothers and sisters in the chat. Drop them fire emojis, man. This our shit. You know what I mean? This our shit. Let them know, man. Drop them fire emojis. Thumb up the video and hit the like button. If you ain't subscribed to the channel, subscribe. It's your brother, Big Aboriginal Power, man. Peace and blessings to everybody in the live stream, tuning in, listening.
Because if you're going to go that route, it's their planet. They control everything on the planet. Let's be very clear. White people control the entire planet. So if we move to the southeast, we're still going to be under the control of the white supremacists. Let's get off this thing where we have to move somewhere. You can't move away from the white supremacists.
I'm not saying move
running.
from them. I'm saying for us
That
to
you are
no,
saying.
I'm not. I'm saying to have something collective where we have control about. If we're going to move forward with this, we need to have a center of control.
The center of control is in your mind because it's about being on code. It's not a physical location. We really got to understand how empowerment works. It's not all about everybody getting in one room and getting shoulder to shoulder. That's not power. That's slave ship talk. That's what Neely Fuller talks about. We have this thing as Black people. We've been programmed to believe if we just all get in a room together, that somehow translates into power. We got to get that mindset out of here. That don't work because you can put a bunch of people crowded up on the bottom of a slave ship. Do they have power? No. You have to have a code, and you can be anywhere with a code, so you'll still have power. So if I'm on code in LA and another person in New York is on the same code as me and that person, we're in a power position because we're going to be moving in conjunction with each other no matter where we are. If a number of people are on the same code, no matter where they are, they're going to be moving in conjunction with each other, and that's power. You don't have to be physically shoulder to shoulder with some damn body. That's a big mistake that Black people are told to make. We got to cut that out. Moving to one place, no, that ain't it at all. Right where you are, you can be on code and you can gain power just by having the same mindset with other Black people. And that mindset is all about what are we going to do to maintain power for us as Black people. All right. Thank you so much for the call, sir. All right. Let's get Cypho. Let's get Cypho in here. Cypho09. All right, Cypho, turn your microphone on.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good, Cypho. Now, where are you from, sir?
I am in Joburg in South Africa.
There you go. You called up before, right?
No, it's my first time.
Okay, you sound familiar, but go ahead. What's on your mind, sir?
Yeah, what's on my mind? I just looked at the topic. I was just browsing through, and I saw that the topic says global white extremist movement happening. Well, I speak for my country. I think we all, youngest democracy as we are called, but I can tell you, the land, everything else is still in the hands of the white people.
Yes, it is. Yep.
Whether you are talking in terms of how we see things, the kids at school, everything is migrating to the white people.
Yep.
As for the land, according to analysis that has been done before, 75% of the land is in the hands of the 20% of the people. That's just the land. And you cannot do anything unless you have the land, number one. Number two, The economy itself, if you look on the stock exchange, in Johannesburg Stock Exchange, 80% of the owners in stock exchange is white people, and even the senior management there. And it's now getting to be accepted as being the norm and the standard. It's going to be. So I just agree with your topic that it is like that.
Yes.
But that's a problem statement. Now the question is.
Oh, thank you so much. We got to land that plane, brother. But yeah, the white people control this stuff. It's controlled by the white supremacists. That's just what it is. So when folks come over here and try to point the finger to us, but the white man controls your land, yours too. The thing is, we know that they control the land here, and we stay and fight. We don't pack up and flee and then sit up here and brag after you done damn fled. That's what we don't do. Honor, what's your name? Honor, with the Trump face on his thing. Turn your microphone on, man.
What's good, Tariq?
Hey, man, how are you?
I'm good, man.
Now,
I'm enjoying the conversation.
You're in the UK, right?
Yes.
Okay. Now, where are you?
How can you tell?
The accent. Now, are you from Nigeria or Jamaica originally?
No, I'm from Zimbabwe.
Zimbabwe. Okay, there you go. So, what's on your mind?
Yeah. Now, I just wanted to comment on white people owning land everywhere. They don't own like land in my country.
In Zimbabwe?
Yeah.
They kind of do. They kind of do.
No. We are sanctioned to hell in Africa. We're like one of the worst countries that are sanctioned by America and the UK, because we kicked out all the white farmers, and we kicked out I think 40% of the miners that owned all the mines in our country.
But the new president is on some, hey, we need to bring some of them farmers back.
Nah, listen, this guy, yes, I agree with you. This guy that currently took over, he's kind of like capitulating right now because he wants to get some of these dollars. But the majority of people in that country, we don't subscribe to, I don't want to say the white rule, but like the majority of us, like we don't, because I see some African people when Chinese people are around, and when like English people are around in general, like they just love that energy. We don't do that in my country. Like when they come to work, yeah, go on.
Right, I agree. I've been to Zimbabwe. Beautiful people, man. Beautiful people.
Yeah.
Got some riders out there, and they weren't cooning it up, and I love that. That was cool.
The majority of people in Zimbabwe, we definitely don't coon around. Like there's none of that energy. Like I guarantee, like I see it in a lot of African countries, like people that talk shit. Like I've seen your conversation between Sudanese, I think Somalis or Sudanese people, the way you argue with them. Those people love white people, by the way. They're very racist towards Africans. And that's one thing that I support you on. But some of the statements that obviously you say, like I can't agree with all of them, that every African country is controlled by white people. Like I don't necessarily believe that. Like I say Rwanda right now.
Now we got to be very clear, because they control directly and indirectly. Because even Zimbabwe, even though the people are not cooning it up, and I've been to Zimbabwe, and look, you got to use cryptocurrency over there because there's so many sanctions with the banks and all of that stuff. I could hardly get money out the damn bank over there. And the money that I brought, I could even exchange that. The money was completely useless outside of Zimbabwe.
That's what I was trying to say to you, that most countries that control their land and control their finances are sanctioned to hell by America and the UK. Right. So if you see what's happening in Russia right now, like the way they fucked up their money within days.
Yeah.
And that's a Western powerful country. So obviously, like we have no chance when it comes to trying to work in this money system, like this Western money system. But I don't think we're that controlled. But I do love what you're doing. I just wanted to say that I love what you're doing.
Thank you so much, sir. But again, if they can control your economy, let's be clear, they control you. And see, that's how they get you. They get you with the sanctions. Over in Zimbabwe, they even sanction the flights. It's real deep over there. I don't think you can fly internationally out of Zimbabwe. You got to go down to South Africa. It's a whole thing out there. And the money is real funny style. And yeah, there's major sanctions. And again, that's how they control you. They control your trade routes. They control your banking. That's control. And what they'll do, they'll put puppet leaders in there, just like when they got, what the hell? Hold on. My wife was over here playing loud ass music. Sorry. Damn. But yeah, when they got Robert Mugabe, who's a ride, I love Robert Mugabe. You dig? My dude here, shout out to my dude Macau. He's like, until Africa builds its own semiconductor. Yeah, Africa needs to get their own energy sources together. Stop depending on these white supremacists and start living off that land. All the resources are there. Just start living off the land. Yeah.
What's up, guys? What's up, Tariq? Just wanted to say hello. 9123 here from Palestine.
There you go. Hi, man.
How's it going, man? Yeah, bro. I just wanted just to agree with a lot of what you're saying. Just wanted to support that last point about the influence of governments the West has on the rest of the world, and that's how that really influences the outcome of the populations of these countries. You know, and it limits a lot of people. You know, we've dealt with this a lot in the Middle East. And not just to there, this is something I've experienced, but this extends to the whole world, to Africa, to Southeast Asia, and even and beyond. You know, so we need to be aware of these influences and also how these narratives are all driven in the world. You know, at the moment we have a very tragic situation happening to the Ukrainian people. Yet at the same time, and it's not to take away from any of the violence happening there, it is absolutely tragic and nobody should have to go through that. Yet at the same time, we are having planes of, I will say it in parentheses, refugees being flown into Palestine, an occupied country. And nobody is speaking about this. And this also ties into white supremacy, so into what is allowed, which countries are allowed to invade, which are not allowed to have a voice.
Right.
You know, and to go back to your point also about there's no need for us to really congregate in one specific place. And I really liked your message about empowering people to not leave their countries, not leave their heritage behind. The Palestinian diaspora has really honed in their culture and history. And I think that's what's allowed, let's say, the resistance of Palestine to stand for 60, 70 years as it has. Again.
There you go. Thank you so much, brother. All right. So, yeah, man. You know, what's interesting, you know, when people call in from Zimbabwe, South Africa, notice certain nations over there, the people are pretty respectful. Notice how we normally get the disrespect. It's certain countries who bring the disrespect over there that we see consistent disrespect. Very interesting. Zen, hop on, Zen. Turn your microphone on. Zen, turn your microphone on.
Yes, I'll say.
There you go. What's up, Zen? Okay, Zen. You want to try your Zen? Turn your mic.
Yes, do you hear me?
I can hear you.
Yes, I was just going to say that I agree with you. There is a global white extremist movement happening. And I want to disagree with the brother from Zimbabwe that we don't love white people in Somalia. Of course, there is a lot of bigotry. There is. I'm not going to deny that. But we don't love the white people as he says it. And to further clarify, I mean by that, if you look at in Somalia now, we have a base and that is full with foreign agents from Western countries, and they have brought in soldiers from African countries such as Kenya, Ethiopia, and Uganda, I think it was Burundi, to protect them.
Okay.
You hear me?
Okay. Yeah.
So
we're bad.
Yeah. And we have been.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know what's going on, but the echo is insane. I can't.
As sanctions go, that can be an indirect form of white supremacy as well. Last week, Eritrea was the only country in Africa that voted against the Ukraine resolution in the UN, and a lot of people were pissed off about it. But our foreign policy is always anti-imperialism, anti-U.S. foreign relations. So I just wanted to say, yes, there is a global white extremist movement happening. You have Ukrainians trying to hire West African mercenaries. A lot of diplomatic embassies in West Africa have been complaining. So yes, it's true. And thank you for your time. God bless.
All right. Thank you so much. Shout out to him. Shout out to that brother. Let's get international. Hey, brother, how you doing, brother? All right, man. How are you? Your phone is very, very janky. Where are you calling from?
Namibia, brother.
Where?
Namibia.
Namibia?
Yes, sir, brother.
There you go. Out there in Namibia. So how's everything out there in Namibia?
Pretty good, pretty good. I just want to say you're doing a great job, brother. I support you 100%. I don't agree with Maria. You don't control anything over here, brother. You don't own shit. The white people own everything, brother. They own everything. Thank you, brother.
There you go. Thank you so much. All right. Yeah, at least they're being honest. Yeah. At least they're being honest. The girl from the Congo, she's sitting up here playing Fantasyland. Hey, brother Irie, how are you?
I'm doing good. I just called to give a little update about the topic here. I was thinking about that earlier today, and I believe global white supremacy extremist movement is happening because when we look at Ukraine, we look at everything going on. The military that's there is literally protecting. They're working together with the, as they would call, the first Jewish president. So I see two groups that in public, they say they're against each other. They say they're not really working with one another. But then we see them come together under the dominion of whiteness. And so Whoopi Goldberg kind of gave us a spearhead in that direction by literally giving us like a heads up about, how she view it and viewing it from an American perspective. But to be honest, I honestly see this push to literally spread out the whiteness past the borders of Europe as a certain type of movement to try to compensate for the lack of numbers that they're having with the birth rates, that they're having with their push of trying to promote whiteness. And it's not a secret and has been going on for some time that over in Ukraine, that it is a neo-Nazi fascist government. And the only reason that I see Russia literally being the enemy in this European violence is because he made a statement saying he's going after drug-using neo-Nazi gangs. So he's kind of labeling that same Jewish president, that same neo-Nazi element openly. And the only way to combat that without literally making him a hero, because that's the same kind of enemy we're fighting as Foundation of Black American Negroes. We're fighting that invisible white wall of supremacy. So when Putin says he's going after that, the only thing that they would have a problem with is literally having Black people start to promote this Putin agenda, because I literally know we don't have a dog in the fight, but it's almost like the enemy of my enemy is my friend kind of thing. And because he's using the same language that we use when we say we're going after those neo-Nazis, that's who we're fighting. And he's also calling out their drug use, which we see in America with the opioid epidemic. It's almost like the hidden hand is now being revealed. And plus, a lot of his images, regardless of to religious aspirations one might subscribe to, he doesn't stand with whitewashed images. A lot of his images that he even promotes has the Black Madonna and the Black child behind him. And so I believe he believes in authenticity. And I also believe that he is putting a strong arm and a strong foothold on that white supremacy movement that we see moving around globally. And I think because of the power that Russia has, it becomes a threat in the eyes of who he may align with, like they worried about in Egypt, with us aligning with their enemies.
Yes, sir. All right. Thank you so much, brother. Let's get Afro Knot. Turn your microphone on, Afro Knot. All right, Afro Knot. Let's try it again. Turn that microphone on, sir. All right. While we're waiting on Afro Knot, again, guys, don't hop on
trying to get on, and you know your phone doesn't have microphone capabilities. This dude found out how to log online with a beeper. So he don't even have a touchscreen. All right, let me see who else we got in here. All right, let's get Stardust. All right. We'll get Stardust in here. Let's make it real, Stardust.
How is everybody doing? This is a great space, great communication, great topic. Russia. I don't trust Russia. I think Russia has been a contributor to the negative effect of the diaspora and Africa by devaluing, participating in the market, devaluing the currency, and manipulating commodities market. They've been doing that for a long time, and African leaders have not been able to figure out how to stop that or combat that by investing in their own independence and currency. And one way they've been able to do that, the banking system in London and Britain, they don't care where your money comes from, as long as you're investing that money through their company. America.
That's true though. That's rightfully true. Can't lie about that. Hey, we got 549 in the chat. Can I get everybody to drop those fire emojis, man? Can I get everybody to thumb up the video? You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. It's your brother Aboriginal Power. Shout out to all the FBA brothers and sisters and my Aboriginal brothers and sisters in the chat. Thumb up that video, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. Support the channel if you feel free. You know what I'm saying? Support the channel. You know what I mean? The link's at the bottom left of the screen if you want to support. That's the Cash App tag.
Hey, it's like obviously, we got to circle our wagons and do what we got to do, especially right now with everything going on. But I feel like, if you notice I guess a lot of the callers tonight, they've been a lot of international callers. So I kind of feel like, in a way, like they kind of want to know like how they could help us or something like that, or how they could just just be part of the global team or something like that. So it's like obviously us as FBA, we looking out for our reparations. We got a lot of work to do, so we got to circle our wagons. But for the callers from international that want to help us or they want to help themselves, I should say, like what should they be doing? Like for the lady that just called like from Brazil, or like the people that's calling from London, like what should they be doing? Like just so we all doing the same thing, like even though we're in different places, but what should they be doing?
Yeah. Great question. Great question. Now, yeah, our brothers and sisters, especially in the UK. Now, the UK has a lot of riders. I love the black folks in the UK. They ride out. They'll step to them white supremacists. They ride out. They're real for real, and they're down. A lot of them are down.
And a lot of y'all don't know the Aboriginal brothers and sisters been linking in with some of the Aboriginal brothers and sisters that just happen to be in the UK. We call them our brothers across the pond. You see what I'm saying? Shout out to our brothers and sisters across the pond.
With the business. And I love that. We have to keep connecting with them, and we have to do business with them. I've done business when I was allowed to go to the UK. I can't go no more. That's probably why they won't let me go there no more, because I was, having international connections with the brothers and sisters there. I did a lot of good business out there with brothers and sisters in the UK. As far as distribution, I had a great, and still do, I still have a great network of people that I do business with. I just can't go there no more. I'm one of the few black people that's banned from going there. But the thing is, all of us working as a group, they can't ban everybody. So when we start working with brothers and sisters as a group, clicking.
Damn, that nigga got banned by the London government. Damn.
It's the government. It's the government. The government. It's the government. It's the government.
Up with each other, just doing international business with each other, trading just like other international communities do. That's how we can link up when people are in the diaspora. See, what we got to stop doing is just everybody come on over here to our house. Basically, it's like a family.
Somebody asked me, am I going on Killer Priest? I was already on Killer Priest channel. He want me to come back and do a part 2 though. Yeah, I was on Killer Priest channel last year.
Reunion. You can't have everybody go to grandma's house every year. You know, we're gonna have to come visit y'all sometime and set up shop there and do some work and do some business. This thing can't be one-sided. We have
As a matter of fact, that dude Tahuti from Killer Priest ducking, he was supposed to be debating me, so I don't know why he ducking.
to start setting up shop as Black people globally. See, that's what they need to be helping us out with. Help us set up shop where you are so that we can get an economic base going so that you're not at the mercy of the white supremacists and the Asians who come over there. You know, so there's a few things that can be done as far as that. All right. Okay, let's raise your hand, people, if you want to get on. Let me give one more. Angel. Angel Martinez. Have I had Angel Martinez on before? All right, let me get Angel Martinez on here. I think I've seen that name before. What's up, Angel?
Wow, I'm super shocked that you allowed me on here.
Why are you shocked?
I'm really shocked. Cause holy shit, there's a whole bunch of people on here, and you've been fighting Somalis a whole lot.
No, they've been kind of fighting with us. We're not thinking
No,
about
don't
Somalis.
say us. They've been fighting you. Don't just you.
Oh, no. Slow down. No, they've been sitting up here calling us, not just me, all types of niggas and baby mamas and Jairs and Abids and all of these crazy names. It ain't just me. I'm not no baby mama. Y'all been sitting up
Tariq,
here.
I don't like that.
talking
Just
that baby
muted
mama.
me.
Yeah, because you're not going to sit here and babble. So you're
I
going to
wasn't
listen
even
and you
babbling.
get
I
the
just
order.
said something.
Okay. But yeah, you guys have been very disrespectful to Foundation of Black Americans, ma'am.
I don't believe that. It's like you get what you deserve.
Well, ma'am, I don't deserve you and your must. Why would I deserve that?
You're kind of being really disrespectful. So let's be
To
real
who?
here.
Disrespectful to who?
A whole bunch of people.
Well, tethers like yourself who are very disrespectful to Foundation of Black Americans.
Let's be real and don't mute. No, you're being really disrespectful to Africans.
No, I haven't.
Yeah, you are.
Well, ma'am, you're just babbling.
No, I'm not babbling. What the fuck is wrong with you? I'm not babbling. But anyways, let's move on and from that conversation of truth. Anyways, yeah. What do you want, bro? Like, what's the next step?
You called me, ma'am. I didn't call you. You
Yeah,
made the booty call.
Tariq.
You made, ma'am. You made the booty call, not me. I don't want nothing from you, ma'am. So why are you calling me? What are you calling me for? What do you want, ma'am?
Tariq, I always liked you, bro.
I know you do. That's why
No,
you're calling me.
no.
But ma'am, I'm taking. I'm taking and I don't want you sexually, ma'am. I'm sorry. Hello, ma'am. I know you want to get with a player. You dig. I know you're tired of dating dudes.
You remember when you...
Ma'am, I know you're tired of dating dudes who look like the pirate from Captain Phillips. And you want a real player in your life, but I can't do it for you, ma'am. I'm taken. I'm sorry. So you got to find you somebody else, ma'am.
Why do you keep on muting?
Because I'm trying to let you know what the business.
That nigga Tariq said, I don't want you sexually. No, nobody want no fat forehead ass Somalian. The fuck? Little chin, fat forehead. Y'all know the description. Hey, shout out to Kevin Coleman for the Cash App donation. I want to say shout out to Kevin Coleman for supporting the channel, y'all. Hey, we got at least one person to support the channel. Don't let Kevin Coleman be the only person to support the channel, y'all. Make sure y'all hit the like button and support the channel, y'all. Appreciate y'all for tapping in.
Says I'm not trying to get with you, ma'am.
No, nobody's trying to get with you.
Yes,
down.
you are.
Someone
Yes,
likes
you are.
you.
Yes, you are, ma'am. Look, I can't help you get a green card, ma'am. This is not 90-day fiance. I'm sorry. And I wish you the best, though.
Stop muting.
All right. Now, just don't try to
Like
get.
no one know. Like you're muting. Stop
Stop,
it. I
man.
swear to God, I'm Canadian, bro.
I don't give a
I
damn.
don't need no fucking green card. The fuck?
You trying to get with a player. I'm cool, man.
No, it's
Man,
okay.
you up there,
You have a white in-law. I'm good.
It don't matter, ma'am.
I'm good,
I
bro.
got Black Queen sitting right here, ma'am. And
What?
you from East, ma'am, you're from East Africa and Canada, so you smell like hyena and moose meat. So I'm good, ma'am. I'm very good.
Why do you keep on muting?
Because you need to find you somebody, ma'am. I don't want to get ma'am, I'm just not with that.
Ma'am.
I'm being very polite.
He killing her. He said, I don't want to get with you. Eating that moose meat. Hey, y'all support the channel, man. The link's at the bottom right of the screen. Tags at the bottom right of the screen.
Ma'am, I want the best for you. Maybe ma'am, there's somebody for everybody, and some dudes like big forehead and must. I just don't. It's just my preference, ma'am. So I don't knock anybody.
Okay, sir.
Ma'am.
Ma'am.
Okay, calm down. Okay, so I will help you find somebody, ma'am.
Ma'am.
I'll help you find somebody. I'll start a website.
He said, I'll help you find somebody. SomalianPowersDate.com. Shout out to Miss Elizabeth Young for the cash out donation. Said, keep up the great work. I will. I absolutely will. I appreciate that support. Hey, man, we're going to have to get them a SomalianDating.com.
Called Hunger Meats. So
Hunger
people who are hungry. Yes. So hungry people can get together and work out their love life. So I do that. But anyway, thank you so much, man.
Hungry
Well,
meats.
Lord, anyway, Lord, I'm just gonna raise my hands to the melanin god. All right, let's get Mango. I think that's your name, ma'am.
Ugly as fuck. Okay, let me tell you that.
I'm up. So why are you calling me? What are you calling me for? What do you want,
Tariq, you know.
Look, business is. I'm yeah. Go down right there. Okay, let's calm down. You look like a whole big man. If you're looking for, I'm good.
You've been muted me. I don't believe that. It's like you. But anyways, let's move on. Like no one's trying to get.
Okay, that's first of all. So you need to calm down. That's why you had a fake picture on your page. Okay, you sound very husky and musty, ma'am. So let's slow down right there. All right, let me get Angel Martinez on here. I think I've seen that name before. What's up, Angel?
Wow, I'm super shocked. How you no anybody liked you? No,
I'm just not my preference, ma'am. So I don't knock the website called Hunger Meats. So people who are hungry, I'm just gonna raise my hands to the melanin god. All right, let's get
Listen, I don't understand why you think she wants you. Nobody wants your ass, okay? Like you're ugly as fuck. Okay, let me tell you that.
Okay, first of all, I can smell your JJ through the phone, ma'am. You just sound stinky. Okay, that's first of all. So you need to calm down. That's why you had a fake picture on your page. Okay, you sound very husky and musty, ma'am. So let's slow down right there. Now, ma'am.
That's what you.
Sounds musty and husky. God damn, big and funky. Shout out to Cleveland Young for the cash out donation and the supporting the dollar challenge, man. We appreciate everybody in the chat. Don't forget, y'all, we still pushing the dollar challenge. That means, anybody in the chat, everybody in the chat, support the channel with $1. You feel me? It's called the dollar challenge. Just a small gratitude contribution to show, your appreciation. You feel me? $1 don't hurt nobody. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Make sure y'all drop them fire emojis, man. That's what these tethers do, man. They love to come over and hate. They get together and just talk a lot of vitriol and disdain towards you. But get around you and be smiling, oh, with that jacked up ass wig on. You know what I'm saying? Done glue Barbie doll hair on your front ends to make it look like edges. Bitch, you dumb.
You meet people, you dusty nigga, bro.
Okay, well, man, you sound blacker
Stop
than me.
eating
How
monkeys, bro, for living. Dusty.
Man,
Dusty.
man.
Nobody wants you out.
Yes, you do.
You're
ma'am.
ugly
That's
as
why,
fuck, bro. Look at you, forehead.
ma'am, stop it. Calm down. You sound hideous. You're not cute. You have a fake profile picture. Ma'am, you sound like you look like LeBron James with bayangs. Okay? Let's calm down. You look like a whole big man. So don't you call here talking about how somebody
Bro, you look like you was belonging this.
Ma'am, I'm sexy and you want me. And that's why you calling. And I don't want you. I'm not going to help you get a green card. And I don't want your little money. You're not going to pay me to get with you so you can get a green card because I'm not going to have any types of.
You can't even give me a green card. You're poor yourself, mate.
No,
okay, you don't even make enough. Okay, how can you give?
Are you in Australia? Somebody need to throw your ugly ass somewhere with a boomerang, and hopefully you don't come back. Okay, if you're in Australia.
That's how I educated you. I'm actually not
Man.
from Australia. You idiots.
Yeah, you sound like you're from
Fucking idiots, bro.
Ma'am, you over there scaring the koalas in Australia with that face of yours, ma'am. I can hear your crooked wig moving around right now, ma'am. Lord, you can just hear somebody and tell what's going on with them. I hear crooked wig.
Darling, nobody wants you. Okay, stop guessing yourself.
That's why you calling me. You calling me because you want a real player in your life, but I don't want you, ma'am. You're sitting in these countries where the dudes are out here messing around. They're not upgrading you. You sitting there with that $3 wig and you want to get with me so I can get you a nice $2,000 lace front. Don't you?
I'm not your mom that wears wig. Okay, I have natural hair, darling. I don't know what you're on. Okay, stop using.
The only natural hair you have is on your back. Okay.
Damn.
You got back hair. And you put a ponytail in there.
Wow, that's funny. That's the most funniest joke I heard the whole day. Wow. Listen, your belly is bigger than my future. What you on about?
Ma'am, but let's not get on bellies, ma'am, because your belly is big and your legs are skinny. Okay, you look like Jimmy J.J. Walker from Good Times with a wig. Okay, so let's not.
You need to come out to your wife or you're a batty man.
Ma'am, your breath smells like penguin breast milk. Okay,
penguin.
Your breath, I can smell it over the phone. Okay, it smells like.
Yo, he flaming her ass. Penguin breast milk. I didn't even know penguins had breast milk to even do that. Yo, that's wild. I thought penguins was a bird, bro. Like, I'm fucking bugging. Yo, what is a penguin, man? He flaming her ass.
Penguin breast milk. Just sour and bitter, ma'am. You just sound
Stop
like
using your people for fucking money.
Stop it. Oh, here comes the pocket watching. Oh, God. Sitting over there broke with gold and diamonds up under you. You won't get out there with a shovel and dig them up. And you're over here pocket watching me while the Asians are over there getting all the resources. And you're sitting there eating some injera bread with flies buzzing around your ass, hating on me. You should be ashamed of yourself, ma'am. I rebuke you.
I have a question for you.
Ma'am, the only question the only question you need to ask is what time does the CVS pharmacy open so you can get some deodorant? And do they have coupon sales? But go ahead, ask your question, ma'am. Go ahead, dear.
But what I'm saying is that's a weird ass mammal though, because most animals, which which breastfeed, I guess. I don't know. But it looked like a damn bird. It even lays an egg. You know, they lay eggs. And most shit that lay eggs don't be giving out breast milk. Like I've never seen a chicken breastfeed. I've never seen a rooster, a hen, anything come out of an egg, an alligator, anything. That just fucked me up right there. I'm about to look into the penguins a little more.
Come on,
I
dear.
can't talk, you muted me.
Come on.
Yeah,
Tia.
like,
What's
why
the
was you grandma was fucking the white man?
Okay, stop it, ma'am. Stop it. You're just saying anything, ma'am. You little funky, ashy critter, you're just saying anything. So anyway, ma'am, we're gonna let you go because you run out of troll material. So, ma'am, what I will do, I will give you my Amazon wish list so you can get you some fly swatters and knock yourself out over there, okay, ma'am? Any last words, ma'am, before I let you go?
Get a fucking life, nigga.
Okay, ma'am. You want to get with me so bad. That's why you calling and you mad because you know I don't want you. But ma'am, I'm pretty sure somebody wants a strong face, ashy back, moose smelling bedwench with a crooked $3 Sally's Beauty Supply wig. Somebody wants that, and hopefully you can find it, ma'am. But anyway, thank you so much, beloved.
It's mad you talking about wigs.
Oh, shit. Okay. And that was your vagina making that noise, ma'am. She pulled her panties to the side and she let some of that toxic air out of her vagina. And that's why I don't want you, ma'am. That's why I don't want you. See how nasty and crass some of those tether non-FBA women are. Ugh. I'm cool. Anywho. All right. How many before we got? Anyway, don't forget to get my book, Foundational Black American Race Beta.
Yo, this nigga be wildin', G. I'm gonna end the live stream right here, man. I'm gonna drop the link one more time for any African tethers. I don't really want any of the other brothers and sisters to come on. Shout out to the FBA and the Aboriginal brothers and sisters. I want to give this time for the tethers and these African immigrants. I want to let them come on and speak their speech. You know, I want to let them come on and speak their speech. So while we wait on a few people to come on here and to get ready to, you know, hit the link, we'll play a quick little 60-second break. All right, little 60-second break ain't gonna hurt nobody. All right, let's get to that right now. Shout out to everybody in the chat.
See, my life has been in motion. I'm a little windy. I'm not giving up yet. If you with me, time to place up your bet. Ain't no turning back. Got niggas who ran. When we caught his ass, got caught in that jam. Yeah, you know who I am. Yeah, you know who I am. I can feel it coming. I can feel it coming. It's that feeling in your stomach, you can feel it coming. It's that feeling in your stomach, you can feel it coming. Yeah, you can feel it coming. Fake love, that snake you in your face, love. That snake you in your face, love. I told my brothers we gon' make it, that's how God wrote it. And the snake gon' show his face, cause that's how God wrote it. Too much fake love, that snake you in your face, love. Your face, love. That snake you in your face, love. I told my brothers we gon' make it, that's how God wrote it. And the snake gon' show his face, cause that's how God wrote it. Too much fake love, that snake you in your face, love. Your face, love. That snake you in your face, love. I told my brothers we gon' make it, that's how God wrote it. And the snake gon' show his face, cause that's how God wrote it.
Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. What's up? Y'all ain't hitting the link. Y'all ain't no Africans in the chat. Ain't no. I seen trolls in here earlier. Where y'all at now? I don't want none of my Aboriginal brothers and sisters to come on right now. I don't want to talk to y'all right now. Shout out to y'all. Appreciate y'all tapping in. Listening to the good live. I'm gonna give y'all one more chance. To come on now. Let's go.
Yeah. Hey man, all I'm saying is, nigga, you always got something to say. It's like you don't shut up.
On the track.
A lot of niggas died 1865. Single Michael fled, highway ain't gon' let it ride. Everybody hot and black was never on your side. They do maps to tell your apps where you sleep at night. They put that white man on. Got you begging there for answers like that white man know. Had you swearing you was African, that's that white man home. Had you proud to be a savage, that's that white man zone. And I ain't talking shit, this by definition. And being savage was our nature, y'all be non-existent. We done took your ass out when we was in them kitchens. Instead of showing you how to live and how to maintain business. White supremacy fake. Only way that shit real is if you do what they say. We the gods of the gate. So when they say they fear God, now you know what they made.
Hey, so yeah, man, peace and peace. It's a dud. Ain't nobody hitting the link, man. Shout out to all the proud Aboriginals and FBA brothers and sisters in the chat, man. I appreciate y'all for tapping in this live stream. Hopefully y'all enjoy it. Share the live stream, hit the like button, and we're gonna get ready to get out of here, man. We better get ready to roll up out of here, man. I appreciate everybody for rocking out. This was a dope live stream. Make sure y'all drop them fire emojis in the chat to let me know y'all leaving out, man. Peace and blessings. Hit the like button, support the channel, tags at the bottom right of the screen. We out.
Suave on the track.
Whatever it takes. The alleyway.
Coco, this your season right now.
They won't see me. They won't let me care. I gotta sleep with one eye open, tripping, making me nervous. I take a piss, my hand on the stirrup. I know the odds wanna murder. I got a feeling deep my stomach, paranoid, yeah. I won't let them care. They won't see me care. I gotta sleep with one eye open, tripping, making me nervous. I take a piss, my hand on the stirrup. I know the odds wanna murder. I got a feeling deep my stomach, paranoid, yeah. I can't let them care. They won't see me care. I put attention, all in my blood, all in my veins. They started with Perky, now that hair run up his veins. You started with serving, now them drugs drove you insane. Started with dealing, I grew up with killers, they taught me the game. I got some niggas that die behind, and that shit won't never the same. I know some niggas that lie behind, and that bullet had his name. Ain't no reason to cry about, cause that shit won't never change. MTF the 4th and P, my niggas can't get out the game. I gotta sleep with one eye open, tripping, making me nervous. I take a piss, my hand on the stirrup. I know the odds wanna murder. I got a feeling deep my stomach, paranoid, yeah. I won't let them care. They won't see me care. I gotta sleep with one eye open, tripping, making me nervous. I take a piss, my hand on the stirrup. I know the odds wanna murder. I got a feeling deep my stomach, paranoid, yeah. I can't let them care. They won't see me care.
Lost, see, I glossed too. Shit ain't been the same.